Go ahead.
So good afternoon, Métis citizens. I'm coming to you today talking about the upcoming Métis Summit, the first ever in all of British Columbia, being hosted by the Coalition of Concerned Métis Citizens on April 16th here in North Vancouver. The coalition has decided that it's time to move past what we're facing, the internal politics of the Métis Nation, British Columbia. And we felt that we would show leadership to all the citizens in this province by giving them another avenue to talk about governance that affects them. So the key issues that we're going to be dealing with on April 16th will be identification. So who are the Métis in British Columbia? It really feels like a lot of people still debate the issue about the current citizenship process administered by our provincial organization, and I think what we're trying to do is create a dialogue that opens up that conversation about the history of the Métis in this province, which is quite vast as well. Second, really important to us is education. We've brought in some great educators that are going to give some workshops on Métis education and sort of our view of the contemporary approach in this province and what needs to be changed. And of course, finally, we want to end the day off with a discussion on governance. And governance meaning, you know, what are we really facing in this province right now? We're Section 35 rights people, but clearly today in this province, there's limitations to what our governance is actually doing. It's not really meant to criticize the people that are involved in that governance today. It's really meant to have an open dialogue that's transparent about what's going forward. The coalition hasn't changed their agenda, really, quite frankly. We start off with 18 issues, I believe, in October 2009 that were made public. We tried to minimize them down to 6, and really this summit is building off what those 6 priority issues are. You know, that hasn't changed. We still have lots of uncertainty around the finances of MNBC and that overall governance. We have lots of uncertainty around the school that's continuing to be a financial challenge for our nation. And we've got lots of uncertainty around the role of legal counsel and many other things. So as it sits today, this is where we're going, and I think the summit is a great step for all the citizens. They can watch live. The coalition will be broadcasting it live. They will be able to interact, ask facilitators questions. There's lots of, it'll be a really unique day. It's the first time in history. No organization has ever put together a summit for the Métis citizens in this province, and I'm just a proud part of being on the executive of the Coalition of Concerned Métis Citizens to just help facilitate open dialogue, and it's open to anyone that wants to attend that day in person. Of course, it will be at the Holiday Inn here in North Vancouver on Lillooet Road. There will be room for about 100 folks in the meeting room itself, and of course online is where we think we're going to try and garner a lot of viewership from throughout this province. So we've got lots of cultural entertainment that day, and I think it'll be a wonderful day for the Métis people in this province.